I guess this is what it's like to have a bad bitch. A lot of problems comes with it. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another video by me. Today we're gonna handle an issue with my Jeep SRT, and it's a small EVAP leak. I feel like ever since I got this car, I just happened to just run into a lot of problems. But good thing, look at the bright side. It's always good to look at the bright side. It's a good thing that it's just been little minor things, nothing major. Cross your fingers, okay? Hopefully by the time I fix this EVAP leak issue, nothing else happens. Nothing. Please, Lord, please. Thank you. But we're gonna go ahead and tackle this. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below, share the video. All those things really help out a new page like mine, so I appreciate every single one of y'all, okay? Without further ado, let's get straight to it. All right, y'all, so we're going to be on the side that the gas cap is on. You're gonna look right underneath here. There's a 10mm bolt right here. There are two clips. It's kind of hard to angle it. There's one right here that you can see. And there's another one right here that you can see. We're gonna take those off with a pry tool. The pry tool is right here. And then once we do that, I'm gonna show y'all exactly where that part is. Once you peel this back right here, you can see right here, that's it right there that we're gonna switch out and replace. First, disconnect this right here. After that, pull out this tube thingy, little blobber, whatever you want to call it. Then there's going to be a tab sitting right underneath this plastic piece. Pull it towards you and twist it so that you can basically get this out. Finally got it out. All right, it's real dusty, it's dirty, it's filthy in there. It's gone a lot of miles without being changed. I don't see any foreseeable reasons why it was leaking. The only thing I could think of exactly is the O-ring. The O-ring looks very much used and abused, and I don't think it's doing real good. So now that I got both O-rings right next to each other, this is a new one, this is the old one. I can see a big difference. This is probably not doing much for real. This looks like it will hold the seal a lot better. So we're gonna try it out. 3 days have now passed, and so far it's looking really good, y'all. The EVAP code has gone away. I feel like an A-list mechanic now. I feel like him. I feel like Matt Armstrong. I feel like Goon Squad right now. I could fix any car. Let me stop. Let me not get ahead of myself, bro. Yeah, I got some bad news. I got another code on the Jeep. It is now a large EVAP leak. So based on my research, it looks like I have to change the purge valve, and it's underneath the hood, so it doesn't look like it's too hard to reach and change. So we're gonna get that knocked out. I gotta channel my inner, like I said in the last clip, Matt Armstrong, Goon Squad, Tavares to get this job done. So let's get it. Let's go to the Jeep dealership and let's go ahead and go get the part that we need to fix it. We're on the way, as y'all know, to get the part that we need for the Jeep. We're in Old Reliable, okay? We are in Old Reliable. It's the most reliable car I've ever owned. The Jeep is most definitely the problem child. A little downshift under the bridge and shit. Not even a month will go by and there will be something else that is wrong with her, bro. Like, damn. I can't catch a break, my guy. But I'm thankful though that it's not anything like ridiculous. You feel me? Like, it's not like major like issues. So it's not anything major. It's just like, I ain't gonna lie, I just had bad luck. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with y'all. I just had bad luck, I guess. I'll let y'all know when I got the part in hand, and then we're gonna try and install this new part. Y'all, it's been a few days later. The reason behind that day that I started this process of switching out this line right here was a bad day. Number one, my phone fell inside the fucking engine bay. It fell inside the engine bay, bro. It fell inside the engine bay, all the way down in there. I had to fish for it, go underneath the car and get it. Boom, got it out there. I got it out, whatever. Boom, I took out the clips for this, as y'all can kind of see. And then it took me all night to try and take out the clips for those clips in the back and take the hose off on the back end. But it's done, okay? I didn't show you guys a process because these clips right here are a pain in the ass to get off. Like a literal pain in the fucking ass to get off. I didn't have the tool. Apparently there's a tool for that. But got it off. The reason why this clip is sticking out is because this is not the right size. Because guess what? After I got this new hose in, ready to clip in, the clips that's supposed to go for this fell inside the engine bay, bro. It fell inside the engine bay. I took another day to try and fish it out because by the time it fell inside the engine bay, it was nighttime. Fished it out, tried to fish for it the next day. The car just swallowed it up, bro. The car swallowed it up. It was gone. Yummy. So, hence, that's why y'all didn't see the process. But I got everything changed. The hose fits in correctly. And the light, I've driven it 70 miles or so since, and the light has not come back on. So it's been roughly a week later, give or take or so, and it seems, cross your fingers with me, all the issues with the Jeep has been mitigated. Why am I trying to sound smart and shit? Let me break it down. The small EVAP leak probably took me around 30 minutes, 40 minutes to do. Real quick, easy, simple. That large EVAP leak, that took me, let's say, 8 hours plus, maybe 8 or more hours to do, bro. The main issue is because that hose was such an awkward spot for me to reach, number one. Number two, I realized after I did the job, I didn't have the correct tool to like pry the clips apart. I was doing all that by hand, and that made everything 10 times, 1,000 times harder for me. Like, I swear that it took me way longer than it should have been. But at the end of the day, and with all the issues I ran into while taking that hose apart and replacing it, we got the job done, okay? And on top of that, we saved some money, some dinero. We saved some money, which is amazing, bro, because if we took it to a Jeep dealership, that would have cost me $300, maybe $400 easy. They would have bent my ass over and just... I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. We got both issues fixed, and we only paid roughly around $60 to do. So that's a W in my book, even though it took 5 years, but we got the job done. If you guys enjoyed the video, hopefully it was somewhat entertaining and informative at the same time. If you enjoyed it, once again, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and join the journey with me, okay? Because I'm gonna be posting more often. See y'all later. Shut up, bitch.